Hello everyone. So today I have some OP12 Rosinante gameplay. This was just testing with proxies on my locals. We have 2 games versus Shanks today. And yeah, just keep in mind, this is just test games, not a tournament. Just trying to get a feel for the deck and how it's going to play when it comes out next week. And it was really fun. I definitely learned a lot about the leader and a lot about potential lines and like matchup spreads that he might have. And overall, the deck actually performed way better than I thought, just like in general. So today, yeah, I'll go over these 2 games that I have against Shanks. Um, I'll be commentating them and kind of going over some potential plays or stuff that I can do. So I will be pausing throughout, and I also have a little pen here to further demonstrate my points. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into the first game. So dice roll. I think he wins. He wins the dice roll and chooses to go first. We flip flop, so first game I'm going second, and then second game I'm going first. But yeah, decided to keep my hand. Not sure what's in it. So we have Law Searcher, 4-cost Law, and the 7-cost Law. So we have a pretty good curve to start out with. So he goes 1 Dawn, play Building Snake and pass. 2 Dawn, we could either play Beji or the Law. I think I decide to play the Law, just in case he has Marco or something on 5 to kill the Beji. Hindsight, I think that I probably play the Beji. Because if I play the Beji, right, for example, I play Beji here, next turn he can't kill it, and then I'll just block for free. Or I 100% block with the Beji. And then the following turn I could play Searcher Law, Leader Effect, still swing 6, and play the 4-cost Law right here. So that was an option. Alternatively, what I did is also fine if I want to hold the Beji for later. For like when I have my 7-cost Law right here on board, to kind of protect it from Beckman or something. That's also fine. So not horrible, but yeah, just two different like routes I could have taken there. But I do decide to play the Law, which is fine. Yeah, he just swings 8 leader, nothing on 3, so I take it. I get a CORA Searcher, which is cool. And then here, I think that I play Searcher, swing 6. We kind of lucked out by getting the Searcher. Because now, yeah, I think I was deciding if I should swing 6 or 7, but either way, with Leader Effect, it's 1 card, so decide to swing 6. We go 1 Dawn for CORA, search top 5 for a Law. And we find the Law 2K, which is going to be really nice. A great target that we could put in life with the 7-drop Law. And then Leader Effect to give this Law -2 in our hand and play the Law for 2. And then this Law's effect is... hold on. This Law effect... My hand is in the way, sorry. The Law that I just played, its effect is on play, if you have equal or less Dawn than your opponent, then you ramp a Dawn rested. So he's the same as the 2-cost Foxy Pirates Chopper. Very good card, and his stat line is great on top of being a blocker. So he goes 6, I give a block and a 1k, and then he goes 4 for the Chopper. So, kind of chilling here. Well, we're going to 6 Dawn, which is perfect. 6 Dawn is exactly what we need to play our 7-drops. Even though for example, even though these 7-drops right here, they turn into 5s, we still need 6 Dawn because of our Leader Effect. Our Leader Effect Dawn minus is 1, so if we don't have the extra Dawn active or rested to minus, then we're gonna end up with 4, right? So we do need to be on 6 Dawn to play the 7-drops, which is kind of what the whole deck revolves around, right? But anyways, here I don't have a 1-drop. If I had a 1-drop, I could play like, yeah, one of these Searchers for 1 and then use the rested Dawn for Leader Effect. But because I didn't have that, I'm just going to use Leader Effect and return the active. Because I am playing the 7-cost Law that buffs the entire board, if I was playing the Law that heals Supernovas into life, then this Dawn would go on Leader, we would swing for 6 at his Leader, and then we would use that rested Dawn. But because we are playing this 7-drop law that buffs your entire board. It doesn't matter in the end. So yeah, for those who don't know, this 7-drop law's effect is on play. If you have equal or less Dawn than your opponent, you can get 1 active Dawn, and then you buff your entire board, basically. You buff every law and Rosinante on the field by 1k, including your leader, until the end of your opponent's turn. So my leader is going to become 6k, and my law blocker right there is going to become a 7k. So I swing 6 leader. See what he does. He's thinking on it. I think he ends up giving leader effect and then blocks with the chopper, which is interesting. But yeah, leader effect blocks with the chopper. We attach 1 Dawn and we go 8 into the chopper with this law. So either the chopper dies or he gives us 2 cards. Either way, we're fine with whatever the outcome is. So yeah, and now everything here is buffed by 1k. One thing that's actually super nice, I'll pause right here. One thing that's actually super nice about this law buffing our field by 1k is that, for example, our blocker law that is normally 6k becomes 7k, and this law that's normally 8k becomes 9k, which is actually really huge for the Shanks matchup specifically, because the KO threshold for stuff like Beckman, because he's going to 7 Dawn, and the KO threshold for stuff like Beckman is 6k. So that means if he wants to kill our blocker law right here, he has to invest the building snake, or just he can't kill it. So yeah, super great, and actually one of the pluses of this 7-cost law into Shanks specifically, or like I guess other matchups that are that remove based on power, like Marco. But yeah, he's on 7 Dawn. He goes Whitebeard and attaches Dawn to leader, and then he building snakes the law. So one thing here, I fucked up. I forgot that, I actually didn't notice this before, but like I was saying, this law is 9k, and I forgot that he buffs himself, right? With his effect, putting him to 9. So this building snake should only put him down to 6, which is not in KO range of Whitebeard. Either way, let's say, for example, he did it to our law right here, putting him down to 4, and then he used the effect. We still, regardless, use leader effect to save it, and then we can give like 2k, 1k. So the result is not that different, but yeah, just for future reference, that shouldn't have been how it worked. Regardless, let's say that we didn't buff that law and we use leader effect to save it, which is great, right? Again, Shanks specifically, our leader effect saves our laws from everything except Beckman. So 10-cost bomb Shanks, Whitebeard, Marco, all of these cards, they're doing nothing against our board, which is so great because that's what Shanks thrives on, right? He's only playing one thing a turn, so if he can't kill anything that we're playing, then we could just keep on pressuring him this entire time, which is super good. So we start off with a 6 with leader, swing another 6 with the blocker, we go 8 leader, and then here we're playing, yeah, we're gonna leader effect, play the 7-cost Dressrosa law that heals, and also play the Beji, so that the Beji will protect the Beji that we're going to play. Hold on, so he takes the 8. Let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. We use leader effect on -1 for 5. Play the law. We end up putting the other 7-cost law into life, and then for 2, we play Beji and pass. So this Beji is actually really great because while this law right here is not supernova tagged and is still vulnerable to stuff like Beckman, these 2 laws are supernova tagged. So this Beji would protect those 2 7-drop laws from Beckman trashing, right? So where our leader effect couldn't protect them, Beji will. Not that he fully protects them from being removed, but instead of going to trash, they will go to the top of our life and he'll heal us. So yeah, better than going to trash, right? So regardless, he's going into 9 Dawn here. And let's see what he does. He's going to 9 Dawn, and our hand is looking pretty good for a really aggressive turn next turn. Really great hand for us to just like load up what we have on field and push a lot of damage. Yeah, he's assigning here the numbers because I'm pretty sure he plays Rayleigh. So he's assigning what to minus and all of that. So let's see, he plays Rayleigh. He goes -3 on the big law, -2 on the purple law, and then kills Beji. So my whole board is 6k right now, because yeah, -3 on the big one, -2 on the purple one, and then my blocker is still just chilling at 6. But yeah, he's like, while he is establishing Rayleigh here and power minusing my board, it's still really scary for him, right? Because like he's not killing anything. He goes 6 at my blocker law there, and I just give a 2k. And now what is he gonna do, right? Like he can't kill anything that's on my board. So he swings 8 into the 2k law or the 6k law, and I just use leader effect to save it, right? Like no reason not to. So here I go to 9 Dawn, and I top deck Gamma Knife, which actually one of the cards that like overperforms in my testing. Like I'm considering pushing it up to 3 because of the deck, like, right? The reason why I think it's so good is because the deck plays so many searchers, like this 1-drop law, the CORA, the Supernova Luffy. Like because you play so many cards like that, and in combination with this law right here, this law will buff the searchers to 3k, right? At least the laws in the core. So if you're playing the Luffy, it doesn't buff the Luffy, but it will buff these guys at 3k. And 3k is like such a good threshold for these guys to start swinging at shit with Gamma Knife. So Gamma Knife -5 on the Whitebeard, gonna put him to 3. And I think we're just gonna end up swinging at it with leader. But for example, right, you could like swing searchers at like lower stuff. Like if you do on like a smoke or a Cavendish or something, your searchers can swing at it. So the searchers are gaining even more value than they got from searching. Just overall a really great card. Big fan of it. But anyways, we go 5 at the Whitebeard with CORA, and he takes it. We go 9 leader. He gives us leader effect plus 2k. Or sorry, 7 leader. He gives us leader effect plus 2k because it's still minus from Rayleigh, my bad. So we go 7. 6 Dawn up still. He's thinking on if to take this. He only has 2 life left regardless, so he is not in a great spot. He does leader effect and gives 2 1ks. So my bad, he gave 2k 1k on the other swing. And leader effect double 1k. We just swing 7 with the blocker, leader effect, play out the law for 5, healing Kamazo, back to 3 life. We're in 0 possibility for us to die, and he gave like all of his hand cards, so he's not in like, honestly, he's not even in a winnable spot. Like even if he blockers up, we have Usahachi in hand. If he tries to load up into one of the laws to clear it, we just leader effect, we get another 2k from life. Like we are super chilling right now, and that really is like one of the big strengths of CORA, right? Like he plays another Rayleigh here. I think he goes, let's see what he does. -3 on this law, -2 on the yellow law, and he kills the blocker. The reason I didn't take that is because I don't have a lot of counter in my hand. I only have the 2k. And if he does decide to swing big, like put 2 Dawn on like one of the Rayleighs, I want to save my leader effect for the 7-drop laws, right? Because going the next turn, even if I save that blocker, 1, he's just gonna swing over it with leader, and then 2, it's only gonna be 3k, right? So it's gonna require a lot of Dawn. So he goes 6 into the 6k purple law. I guess he minus this 2 with Rayleigh, so he decides to go 6k leader instead, which We give a 2k, and yeah, we're in a position where it doesn't matter. Like if he wants to swing board, we're taking life. If he swings leader, obviously, we're taking life. So yeah, it just doesn't matter. So he's thinking on the swing, not too sure why. Like I'm just taking life either way. So he goes 8 to 6, and I use leader effect to save it. Draw for turn, going back to 9 Dawn. And then yeah, we just start with presumably a 9. Start with a 6, actually. He does Kamisari. We go 9. Don't think he has the cards for it, so I'm not sure what he's thinking about, but yeah. Oh, my bad. So he did end up minusing this law, right? That's why I swung leader with into my leader with his leader last turn. So my bad. This law, the 7-drop one that's yellow, was actually 7k, and this law, the purple one, was 8k the whole time. So I started 8. He gave leader effect plus Kamisari, and then I went 7 with this law, which he gave the Bad Manners Kick Course to, and then I go 9, and then 15. Yeah, it's math. But yeah, that was the first game of CORA. I was honestly surprised with how well this deck did into Shanks. Obviously, just testing on both ends. He doesn't know how to play against CORA, and I'm just like playing my curve. But first impressions, the deck performed very well into Shanks, which I am quite happy about. But yeah, that was the first game. Let's hop into the second game. Okay, hopping into the second game, I'm going first this time, and this is my opening hand before the mulligan, right? So deciding if I should keep it. We have 3-cost Zorajuro and 7-cost Law, which is like super high roll, right? The only counterplay that he has to this Zorajuro coming down, right, is to just pass. If he decides not to swing, and then I'll still be at 4 life, and the Zorajuro won't be able to use this effect. I won't be able to play the Law, which is probably the correct play in hindsight. But I do think that this game, I do end up getting the Zorajuro off. But regardless, going first, I see this hand, immediate keep. We're gonna be able to play turn 3, 7-9 to 7-8k bodies against Shanks too, a deck that wants to remove these bodies. It's very, very good. Anyways, I start and I just pass, don't have a turn 1 play. He starts, plays Uta, and I believe he grabs the 10-cost Shanks. And then he plays a Building Snake. Yeah, plays Building Snake and passes. So our hand a little bit weird. We have a shit ton of 7-drops, which isn't bad because we still need targets for our 7-drop Law to heal into life, and the other 7-drops are supernova tagged, so we can heal those guys. So it's not the end of the world, not like a bad hand by any means, right? But anyways, we just end up playing Zorajuro and pass, and then he's on 4 Dawn. He swings 5 leader. We take no trigger, get the 3rd yellow Law, and then he goes 6 leader. We don't have a 2k, so we take. Honestly, still fine with taking it because I have so many what was it? It's fine taking it regardless because I have so many laws to heal, right? Here I misplay. I autopiloted because I forgot about Shanks effect. This Dawn should not be on Zorajuro because I still ended up swinging the Uta, right? So this should just be 4k to Uta, ramp a Dawn, go to 6, put 1 Dawn on leader, swing 6k leader. So I fucked up here. Against any other deck, right, this play is fine because you're able to go 5k with Zorajuro, swing leader, and then your leader will also swing 5, which is chill. But here I fucked up. This is just fully on me, so don't do what I did. But yeah, we swing leader. He does leader effect on my own leader to 4, so yeah, this turn I'm not going to be able to heal. But anyways, we just go leader effect plus 5 Dawn for Law, healing another one of the Laws. and we pass. So he's going into a 6 on turn. We already have a 7 cost 9k body on board that can't be KO'd. It can be trashed by Beckman once again, but just can't be KO'd, which is really ridiculous to be honest. So he goes Yasop, make his leader 6k and swing 7 life. We take. And here, I do have a bunch of the yellow 7 cost law, the 7 cost yellow laws on board, but going into my next turn, I think that I prioritize playing the purple one here, right, to buff my entire board and my leader, because he's going into 8 Dawn. He's going into 8 Dawn, right? If I go to, if I play the purple law, then this yellow one's going to 10k, the purple one will be 9k, and my leader will be 6k. So if he plays Rayleigh, he's not touching me with his leader. The Yasop just requires a 1k swing, and my laws are protected from leader effect regardless, right? And then if he does Building Sync plus Beckman, then the bigger law is protected from that because he can't be trashed, he's 10k. And then the smaller law, while he still will die, he's not getting a lot of value from that turn, right? And then that means my Zorojuro's living. That means we're super chilling. But anyways, let's see how the turn plays out. So we go law to search, grab Usohachi, leader effect, play the 7 law. 7 law grabs ramps 1 Dawn if we're equal or less, which we are, because we're at 6, and buffs my entire board by 1 except for Zorojuro. So yeah, I think here I was thinking on if I should swing with the Zorojuro, but I end up not. We just go 8 life. He does leader effect on that law, but he ends up taking regardless, and then we go 9 life. And he's thinking on this, on if he should take it, but it would still be 2-2Ks, right? So he ends up taking it, and I just pass. So yeah, the only thing that he can do to remove one of my 7 cost laws this turn is to Building Snake Beckman it, because it trashes, so trashing would get around the leader effect. But regardless, still like not, you're still not out of the woods, right? Like I have more 7 cost laws in hand. I still have this Zorojuro that's like low-key really annoying because he gives me access to an extra Dawn per turn and some different lines. But yeah, regardless, let's see what he ends up doing. He does Building Snake. Let's see. Building Snake on the yellow one. Here, I'm just explaining to him that the yellow one right now is 10k instead of 9k, so it's like out of Beckman threshold. I'm asking him which one he wants to do. So yeah, he ends up putting the -3 on the purple law. And then I think he does, yeah, because he does that, it's pretty obvious. He's just gonna go 7 for Beckman. He's gonna put 1 on leader, or not. We'll see. Thinking on if he should put Dawn on leader, I guess. But anyways, regardless, he goes 7, trashes the law, which is fine. Like I'm still like very content with my board at this like current state of the game, right? So he goes 6 leader, we give a 1k, and then he passes, actually decides not to turn the Yasop sideways, which is interesting. I understand, because if he does turn the Yasop sideways, like it's like vulnerable to stuff like Gamma Knife, or just like if I decide to swing really big into it, or not even super big, like it'll just die to the 7 drop. But because he didn't swing the Yasop, the read here is that he has very low counter in his hand, so he wouldn't be able to protect the Yasop regardless, right? But either way, 4 Dawn, we play this law, and then we leader effect. So for 5, we play another one of the purple ones, and then we get a Dawn back as active. So we're gonna go 5 at leader with Zorojuro and ramp 1. So it is leader effect. We're gonna go 7. And now one thing to keep in mind too, because I played this law first, he is getting buffed by the 7 drop. So even though I can't attack with him, he has a 7k blocker going into his turn, which is huge. Like, very good. Once again, out of the Rayleigh Beckman threshold without reduction, and just overall, yeah, the 7k blocker, like, it's gonna blank the swing regardless. But yeah, we go 10 with the other law. And now he's going into his 10 Dawn turn. I'm feeling fine, right? Like, I have Gamma Knife next turn to remove one of the threats. If I do get into a range where I'm scared of dying or afraid of him going for lethal, then I have multiple 7-drop laws to heal. So yeah, he just ends up doing Building Snake. Another -3 to this law right here. And then, yeah, I guess another Beckman coming out. It just depends, really depends on what kind of swings he wants to do, right? So yeah, he goes 7 for Beckman, trashing the law again. But once again, we're not in a bad spot. Like, we're a 6k leader. These 7k swings are not, they don't mean anything really. Like, we just easily give it 2k. He swings 6, we're easily just giving the 1k law that we have in hand. And then yeah, we have a 7k blocker. So yeah, he goes 6 leader, I just block. If he wants to like load up with Beckman and go like 8 into the law, it's still fine, right? Like, we do leader factors, give it 2k, not a big deal at all. Deciding on if he should attach it on the Yasop or Beckman. So he just goes 7 leader. We give it 2k. Don't want to get too low on life here, because we could still like heal and be in a spot next turn where like we're not afraid of him going for lethal, especially with this blocker on board, right? Okay, he's going 7 with Yasop. Let's see where he swings. 7 lead. We don't have a 2k, so we just getting a 2k off life, which is extremely nice. And then we get a Core Searcher off the top deck. So everything becomes active. I guess like Sunk Cost Fallacy right here with not killing the Zoroark, but it is kind of funny how Zoroark lived this entire game. So we just start off with Gamma Knife on the Beckman to put him to 2. And then we're gonna swing 4 into the Beckman, ramp the Dawn back. He gives it, and now, yeah, we're just in a really easy spot. Like, we use all of this Dawn to swing big with the remaining guys on our board, and then heal up, and we are in no spot where we can die, right? Even if he plays like Dragon or something. So we start off with 9 leader. See what he does. Takes it, and then 9 Dawn left. We're just gonna do another 9 at leader. Killing the Yasop here doesn't really matter. We want to put him in a spot to where he's like 100% dead next turn, so he gives leader effect plus double 2k, and then we do our leader effect for law, heal, and pass the turn with our blocker up. So, especially with our hand, I think we have 2k, 1k in hand. There is almost nothing you could do. Yeah, we have 2k, 1k, 1k in hand, 2 life, a blocker. He is in a position where he 100% cannot go for lethal. And we are in a spot where we 100% have guaranteed lethal next turn, assuming nothing like, assuming he doesn't have something like double Lucky Roo, right? But even through double Lucky Roo, like, there's a very high chance that we just have it. Because he's not gonna kill our 7-cost law. If he does that play, right? But yeah, he goes 8 Dawn for Rayleigh. -3 to the blocker, -2 to that, and he's gonna attempt to kill the blocker. We give it once again because it's not like the blocker's really going to assist in our lethal being only 3k, and since the 7 cost law got minus 2k and is currently sitting at 7k, right? Like if he put these two Dawn onto Beckman and swung 9 into our law, I would rather just like save leader effect to be able to rip that life and keep the cards in my hand, right? Regardless, he goes 6 life, swinging another 6 leader. We skip the 2k. Then he goes 7 leader. We take it, no reason not to. So now it's our turn. I think he only has 2 cards in his hand, so even with a Dawn up, this is guaranteed with the swings that we have. So we just start with a 8. He takes, and then we go 18. So yeah. Yeah, he was super bricked. But either way, I think it was just like mathed out regardless. But yeah, that was the 2 games that I recorded today. CORA into Shanks. Definitely learned a lot from these games. I think that the deck feels like a lot stronger than I first thought it would. Some key takeaways though. I think that this Zorajuro is really, really good. Just because it enables the turn 3 7 drop going first, right? Because best case scenario, we play the Zorajuro, they do swing at us, and they play the Zorajuro, we play the Zorajuro, sorry, they swing at us, we go to 3 life, and then we're able to ramp to 6 the next turn, we play the 7 drop. Worst case scenario, we play the Zorajuro, they pass, we stay at 4, still not awful, because being at 5 down this turn, we're still able to like have a pretty strong turn by either playing like the 5-7 law blocker, playing one of like the 4-6 law blocker, and just swinging out. Like we don't have an awful turn by any means. It just means that we're not super ahead, which is fine, right? And then this Zorajuro is staying on the field. It's gonna be able to ramp us the following turn, still get us the value. But yeah, overall really like this Zorajuro, especially because it's searchable off the 1 cost law, which is also very huge. But some things that I am definitely going to change going to like my next iteration of CORA is the 1 cost CORA searcher is coming out. The 1 cost Luffy searcher is going in. The reason being is that the CORA searcher actually has less targets than the Luffy searcher, especially if we change around some of the ratios. So the Luffy searcher is just way more consistent and is also another supernova tagged card that we could throw into life with the 7 drop law, which is great. Always need those. But yeah, overall, another key card that like stood out, Gamma Knife. Gamma Knife felt fucking crazy in this deck. Searchable, the Dawn -1, you're fine doing that, especially if you ramp with Zorajuro, because you go down 1 for that, 1 for leader effect, and then the 7 drop law will ramp you back to Dawn active. So overall, just like felt really good. And into decks like this, presumably into decks like Lucci that don't really build a huge board and just play reactively and try to kill what you play, CORA feels really good. So I definitely think that this leader has a shot of being not tier 1. I don't think I would put him there, but definitely competitive in OP12. So with that said, hope you guys enjoyed the early look at CORA. If you guys have any questions about CORA or OP12 in general, leave them in the comment section below. Thank you for watching and have a great day, everyone.